wants the sour milk with fermented cabbage in it. He wants the sour milk with fermented cabbage in it. Well, I'll tell you about a guy named Qwecckneece Bouners. He played the bass and he bumped it all day. No one else can bump it like Qwecckneece Bouners. Very, thank you. Thank you very much. Any questions so far?
We had a question.
Yeah.
What's the most songs you wrote in one day?
Those songs I wrote in one day?
24-hour period.
I would say probably 12. I wrote a musical one time. It was kind of silly though. It was based on this idea that like, let me play you the main song from it. I'm a little fairy and I lost my wings. I don't know what I'm gonna do without those things. Just a little fairy and I lost my wings. I don't know what. I sound like I can't remember. And Little Pet, that was part of the songs I can't remember right now. There are forces working on me, watery forces of dust and sweat, coming around going ink, ink, ink. And yet somehow I'm still standing here in front of you. That's pretty impressive, yeah. Okay? Alright, now.
More distortion.
More distortion could be accomplished by turning it up, sir.
Sure.
Better? Is that unpleasant?
You just do that for 4 or 5 minutes. That'd be great.
Okay, let's give you guys some friendliness that we have signed up for here. Let me think for a second. Time to look in the book. Thank you for coming to the Rushad Eggleston Show. First time solo in Gainesville, Florida. It's pretty exciting. We'd like to thank Ed Cromer for putting it together. And if you haven't already gone to check out Daily Green, this show is sponsored by Daily Green. And thanks also to John, the partner in Daily Green, John Arana, for helping out. Very good. Let me see if I can play you my newest song, because that would be fun. And you guys aren't some big pretentious crowd that's like, oh yeah, make us dance. So I'll try to play you my newest song. It's called, okay.
Dance with the Rats.
Would you like? Okay, so this lady's working in the office, right? And so this is a phone call, right? It's all bring, bring, bring. Al Goatneer in Qwecckneece, please say your name. Jeff Juxie Cow. Yes, Jeff. So, Would you like to speak to Mr. Qwecckneece or Mr. Qwecckneece? Mr. Qwecckneece! Mr. Qwecckneece is away from his desk now, but Mr. Qwecckneece would be happy to help you. And then he comes in, Mr. Qwecckneece comes in, and he's all, hello, it's Mr. Qwecckneece. How may I direct your dirty dundos? And the guy's super offended, he's all, I need you to transfer me to Mr. Qwecckneece. And he's all, I'm sorry, sir, but they can't be reached now. No! I'm sorry, sir, but why are you doing this to me? I'm so sorry, sir. You could try back in 25 minutes. 25 minutes? I could be dead by then! Sir, do you mean this is emergency? Yes, of course! It's a beeping emergency! Okay, sir, one moment, please. Mr. Qwecckneece is doing swimmings now with Greasy Unicorn. Get his bleep out of the bleeping pool! Sorry, you want me to make bleep into pool? And then they come in. Robot intervention. Apologies, Mr. Jeff. Mr. Qwecckneece is not familiar with our new auto bleep system. Please refrain from using harsh language. Can someone please get me Dr. Qwecckneece? So, Mr. Qwecckneece is quite disturbed. And Mr. Jeff Qwecckneece is quite worked up. So Mr. Qwecckneece goes and he tries to get the phone to Mr. Qwecckneece, who is swimming, who was playing with the Greasy Unicorn in his purple pool. And he said, Mr. Qwecckneece, this Jeff person is on the phone. He said it's an emergency. So Mr. Qwecckneece goes, hello, Jeff. How can I help you? Mr. Qwecckneece! Oh my God! Jesus, I thought I'd be waiting for months! It's so good to hear your voice! So listen, I've been having a problem. And he's like, guess what seems to be bothering you? So this is the epic, most climactic part of the song now, when Qwecckneece tells Qwecckneece what's actually been troubling him. Hopefully you can appreciate this spectacle of human emotion. I've been channeling the sacred dragon of Thuthu for 3 weeks now, and weird stuff is happening. First he put cinnamon on my dog, and he made me buy a mail-order hyena from Japan. Then he made me call the lady next door a scaly batuktuk whose fruits beeth nibbly, and attack her pet rabbit Ezekiel with a stick of Land O'Lakes butter. And I don't even use Land O'Lakes butter. I only use Challenge butter. So like I said, weird stuff is happening, and I don't know what is going on. Wow, well, I'm so sorry for your troubles, Mr. Qwecckneece. Unfortunately, I don't deal with reptile channelings, only mammal channelings. I'll have to put you over to our dragon expert. And then he gets on the phone and he's like, the dragon expert is actually Mr. Qwecckneece, who Mr. Qwecckneece was originally speaking to. So he's like, okay, pretend to be someone else or this lunatic's gonna freak out. Right? So he's like, oh, hello, Mr. Qwecckneece. This is Dr. Suni Sapu Puti Papawala. What? Hello, this is Dr. Suni Sapu Puti Papawala. That's Suni Sapaputi Papawala. I am very expert on what trouble you, and I know from my self-experience I put biscuit in casting and CD in toaster because crazy dragon mutomorphous did be inhabiting my body. What I recommend is to please be looking in mirror when happen next time and ask, who is my name? 20 times. Then please after to be putting left-handed lemon water with cucumber and repeat the mantra kakri kakri patapopakri 18 times. Then reptile should leave you alone. Please feel free to be calling me back if you have more problems. And so then the guy's like, all right, I think I'll try that. And he goes, kakri kakri patapopakri kakri kakri patapopakri kakri kakri patapopakri kakri kakri patapopakri, and on, and that's the end. Thank you very much. Glad you liked my new song. Now, I understand that's kind of... I understand that might be a little intense for some people, but that's the kind of stuff I think is funny, and I just wanted to share that with you. Then my other newest song goes...
It's a true story.
Have you ever pointed? Have you ever pointed your physics? Is it even fair to assume that you rode on the broom and got swept away? Have you ever pointed? you ever pointed your physics? Could you even say that you've nerfed on the Narnox plane? Cause if you haven't, then you're missing out. Cause it's the place to be without a doubt. Leaping orange fantasy realm. So much to see you can get overwhelmed. And it goes on.
Yeah.
Now, we'll play one more song and then take a break. So you can order some coffee and I can collect myself and then we'll play the second set. How do you like that?
Excellent.
Pretty good? Pretty good. Okay. Hey! You hear that? Sneak, sneak, mastodon, blark, blark, blanthano, jumper, humper, dumperies on the Wesky way. Ask out for these mass shark monkeys, dreaming even clock so big, clumpy as the day. And the day goes by, and the sun goes down. Evil secret flower life when no one's around. The night flies in like 1,000 bats. No one who has ever lived can get their mind around that. I'm like a celestial acrobatic goat deer. I need auntie. And so the second verse goes: smoke, smoke, inglebaum, clark, clark, clap about, puncher, puncher, sludge, sweet on the Wesky way. Fast chicks, funkin' house, dark, slop, thunder mouse, slumbo, humbo, narpathies, melted in the May. And you're like, what? And you need to say that again. So I'm like, slumbo, humbo, narpathies, melted in the May. Slumbo, humbo, narpathies, melted in the May. Slumbo, humbo, narpathies, melted in the May. Because you infused your body with the delirium of smoker jaw, you are becoming a prisoner. And the day goes by, and the sun goes down. People's secret flower life when no one's around. And the night flies by like 1,000 bats. No one who has ever lived can get their mind around that. Gotta lay down. Over and for the years, Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. Did I say one more before the break? I think I meant 11 more. Northern Sandwich Parade. Northern Sandwich Parade. Here comes the lettuce, there goes the cheese. Northern Sandwich Parade. Northern Sandwich Parade. Here comes the lettuce, there goes the cheese. Northern Sandwich Parade. It's called I want a sandwich, a friend to keep me warm. Oh no, somebody has stolen it. Now it's gone, now it's gone, now it's gone. Too many Too many people eating the art of the Van Goghs of the food world. And that's a song I never play. Just kidding. Let's see, let me think of one I do play sometimes. I know I have a listening here.
Yes, there you go.
What? Well, you were trying to give me a subtle hint. Play something slow. Fine. Hit Here's a song about renaming the word brain, which is actually a really dumb word. Who doesn't like the word brain?
Let's call it a corkscrew.
I call it bukoka.
Of course.
Brain is the dumbest word that I ever heard. Whoever named it a brain didn't have one. So I got a better idea, and I'm here to tell you the new name for brain is bukoka. Ow, my bukoka hurts. Ow, my bukoka hurts. Ow, my bukoka hurts. Thinking too much. Ow, my bukoka hurts. Ow, my bukoka hurts. Ow, my bukoka hurts. Thinking too much. Where were you when they were handing out bukokas? Where were you when they were handing out bukokas? Where were you when they were handing out bukokas? I guess you never made it to the distribution center when they handed out bukokas. Where were you when they were handing out bukokas? Where were you when they were handing out bukokas? Where were you when they were handing out bukokas? Guess you never made it to the distribution center when they handed out bukokas. I guess you never made it to the distribution center when they handed out your donuts. Unless you never made it in the distribution center and they handed out your donuts. I'm going to sing the whole song now, starting in the key of F with the letter N, replacing all other consonants. Most other consonants. Brain is another nerd. Nerd. No, not a near, not near, down there. No flips again, free of the bouquet, check it out, here is a ball, and this area is a sphere of psychic Pentecostal energy, which goeth. And over here is a ball of tacto N energy. So it's like versus. So let's take a vote and see who wins. All for. Please make a noise. And all for. Please make a noise. You guys are double dipping. Give yourselves a big hand, please. That's right. Here's my true last song of the first set. That was the largest plan I've... No, okay, listen. I just thought of something, okay? Now. Okay. You are bad. Okay?
I'm bad at a lot of things.
You're bad! Bad boy. Just kidding. Kind of. Okay, so here's the deal. This is the last song of the first set, and I need you to answer me. See, because I'm lonely playing solo, and you guys are my band. Okay? So will you answer me this one question? This is called, that was the largest plant I've ever seen. Okay? And I'll ask you, I'll be like, I go like this. Was it bigger than the state of Texas? Was it bigger than the state of Mars? Was it bigger than the state of South Australia? It was the largest plant I've ever seen. And so you guys tell me, it was bigger than the state of Texas. It was bigger than the state of Mars. It was bigger than the state of South Australia. It was the largest plant I've ever seen. Okay, let's try it.
That's a lot of words.
I know, but it's pretty easy. It was bigger, and you just have to remember Texas, Mars, and South Australia. So here's the part where I ask you. Was it bigger than the state of Texas? Was it bigger than the state of Mars? It's a long question. Was it bigger than the state of South Australia? Was it the largest plant you've ever seen? Say it.
It was bigger than the state of Texas.
Oh, yes.
It was bigger than the state of Mars.
Yes.
It was bigger than the state of South Australia. It was the biggest plant I ever saw.
It was the largest plant I've ever seen. All right, very good. Are you ready to end the first set with wonderful, happy, fluffy vibes now? Who thinks I'm a fluffy kitty? Who thinks I'm a fluffy kitty? Well, then give me a hand. Thank you to the Vine Bakery for having me. Should this be the end, or do you want to take a break and I'll play some more songs in the second half?
More songs.
Okay.
Breaks and sets.
That was the largest plant I've ever seen. 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 Was it bigger than the state of Texas? Was it bigger than the state of Mars? Was it bigger than the state of South Australia? It was the largest plant I've ever seen.
It was bigger than the state of Texas. It was bigger than the state of Mars. It was bigger than the state of South Australia. It was the biggest plant I ever saw.
Yeah! Was it bigger than the state of Texas? Was it bigger than the state of Mars? Was it bigger than the state of South Australia? Was it the largest plant you've ever seen? Tell me one more time.
It was bigger than the state of Texas.
Oh, was it?
It was bigger than the state of Mars.
How big is that?
It was bigger than the state of South Australia. It was the largest plant I've ever seen.
Yeah, that was the largest plant I've ever seen. 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 That was the strongest man I've ever seen. That was the strongest man I've ever seen. That was the strongest man I've ever seen. All right, thank you very much. I got to change out the batteries. House music.
Break music.
I want to sing. Stop. Can I get a hug? I want to stay.
Why?
Please. Can I stay? Can we stay?
All right, everybody, welcome back to the second set here. That was a fun break. That was a fun break. We learned a lot there.
Yeah.
I am a Cheshire pony. I am a Cheshire pony. I am a Cheshire pony. 1, 2, 3. I am a Cheshire pony. I am a Cheshire. Just kidding. Have a good break. I am a. Oh, Bill Bard's Bando Nard.